The so-called white man shall build the kingdom. They pushing for a great reset and a new world order, and not knowing uh, the Lord is gonna have them build the kingdom of heaven, and so uh, they will make it to heaven, and they will build the kingdom. So all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Let's go into the scriptures and see how the white man shall build the kingdom of heaven. Okay, let's see here. Let's start with um, Isaiah, and let's see here, 61. It says here, verse 4, it says, and they shall build the old wastes, and they shall raise them up, the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities and desolations of many generations. Okay, let's get Amos 9 and 11. It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. Okay, let's see. Acts, chapter 15, starting at 16. They quoted this one here. It says, verse 15, it started there. It says, and to this the words of the prophets, no, and to this agree the words of the prophets, as it is written. And so he quoted Amos chapter 9, verse 11, and showing that all the prophets agree with this house of David being rebuilt. Okay, so let's see here. Where is it? Zechariah. Let's go to Zechariah, starting at verse, I think 12 somewhere. No, not 12. No, let's see here. Well, let me get right to the point, because it's 60, Salakia. I'm gonna make this one short. It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Okay. And it says, therefore thy gate shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night. that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings might be brought. Now, when you go to Revelation, let's see, Revelations 21, it says, where is it? Where is it? Verse starting at 24, it says, and the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. 25, and the gates of it shall not be shut at all by night, for there shall be no night there, and they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it. So Apostle John, he quotes Isaiah 60, um, chapter 60. So let's go back to Isaiah 60 and get some more detail. Okay, let's see here. Um, let's look at verse 16. It says, thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shall suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. It say, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stone iron I will also make thy officers peace, and your exactors righteousness. So here he's talking about bringing precious things into the kingdom. Now 61. Let's see which one was it? Oh, verse 5 and 6, it say, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. Verse 6, but ye shall be named the priests of the Lord, men shall call you the ministers of God, and ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. So how is the riches of the Gentiles going to be ate? Okay, so let's go to Isaiah 14. Now verse 2. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So who was the oppressor of the world? Who was the oppressor of the world and of the Israelites? Okay, who is the oppressor over the world and the Israelites, to where they're going to have to be servants and handmaids building the kingdom of the Israelites? Let's get Zechariah back to 14. Verse 14 and say, also Judah, and Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together, gold, silver, and apparel in great abundance. So the wealth of the Gentiles is going to be gathered together in great abundance. Okay. Look at verse 16. It's saying, it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, to keep the feast of tabernacles. Verse 17, and it shall be that whosoever will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even unto them shall be no rain. So if these individuals don't come up for the Israelites, it will be no rain for them. Look at verse 12 of 60. It say, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve you, talking about the Israelites, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Because when you get down to verse 14, it tells you that the sons also that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. So the city of the Lord is the Israelites. The Zion stands for the children of Israel. Jerusalem stands for the children of Israel. And so these other nations, which is the so-called white man, and all of these heathen, they're going to have to serve the Israelites. And verse 10 says, and the sons of strangers shall build thy walls. So they're going to be building the walls of the kingdom, bringing their riches and gold and silver into the kingdom. You see, go back to Revelation. Let's see, 21. It says, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, 18, it said, and the building of the wall of it was of jasper. So the kingdom will have walls, and that jasper will be brought into the kingdom and built by the so-called white man and these other nations. It says, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. Verse 19, and the foundations of the wall, see, there go that wall again, of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. Who gonna be collecting these precious stones? The so-called white man. The first foundation was jasper, and second sapphire, and third. Let's go ahead and I want to run out of time. Let's get Amos. Amos chapter 9, verse 12. So when the ruins of the house of David is rebuilt, look at the reason why I'm saying the so-called white men and all the other heathen. Say that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen. They're going to possess the so-called white man, who it was the oppressor, and whose name is Edom, and the rest of the heathen, to build up the wall. Okay. Uh, okay, let's see here. So look at what it says. It said Edom and all the heathen will be a possession. Then it talks about what's going to happen after they become a possession. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. Okay, because the reaper was the nation of Edom and these heathen. The plowman, which was the slave, will overtake him, and the treader of grapes him that sowed seed. See, the slave was trading of the grapes, and the one that was sowing the seed was the so-called white man. And the mountains shall drip sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. It says 14, and I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. They shall build a waste city. We gonna be the foremen and the directors uh directing these heathens and these the so-called white men to build the waste cities. It says they shall plant vineyards. We gonna get them. That's what I read in Isaiah 60. They gonna be tending to the vineyards, uh, making gardens and tending to the food, the vine dressers. And so the heathens is gonna be the slaves. Let's get numbers. I'll close out. Verse 18 it say, and Edom shall be a possession, and Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Because Edom, the so-called white man, is going to be building the kingdom, and Israel is going to be directing them on what to do. We'll be their slave master. We'll be giving them laws and rules on what to do. So I just want to bring that out. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rikakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.